Hello everybody, it's Henry the 42nd, and today we're playing Pokemon Pinball! Yeah, not Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD Curse of Ganondorf, because you know what? I want to break from that game, and that's going to be an update thing going on, because I'm still figuring out the pacing of my channel. And, so, not only will you get rich Pokemon... No, don't hit continue. No. You're looking at my failure. Hold on. Hi everybody, I'm Henry the 42nd, and today we're playing Pokemon Pinball, because you know it's my favorite game of all time. You know, we're playing that rich Pokemon Pinball. Okay, so, as I was saying, I wanted to take a break from Zelda Twilight Princess. It's not a long break, you know, I'm getting back to it next week. I'm even recording an episode this weekend. But, for those that, like, a few of you, I don't know how many, because I don't know where my viewers come from, I know a few of them, but, on my old channel, if you go back to my old channel, the, Finger Trap Master, you will see so many Let's Plays, and, like, only 2 of them were finished. The reason being is because I have a very short attention span. Like, I'm trying so hard right now not to talk about what's going on screen right now, because that's the attention span. That's a loud word. That thing right there, that's a loud word. And last time I attempted recording this, I got distracted by Pokemon 2. Focus! No. Short attention span, you can clearly see that. That's because I don't play that many games that often. Like, I usually play about 2 games tops, and I usually, like, binge play them, and I finish them in, like, a week. Because, well, I binge play them. Or, you know, they don't hold much. And when you're doing a epic long series for a semi-long game, that, you know, you have special challenges, you have to set up your recording, you have to commentate, you have to edit the video. A lot more work than just playing the actual game. What the fuck, Pikachu? No, a lot more work than actually playing the game. Then the attention, it takes much longer to finish the game. You know, I can only play Twilight Princess in about, I'd say, 40 minutes to an hour-long sitting. You know, I can't just do one giant sitting. I don't have the energy to do that. So, I'm bored of the game right now, and I didn't want to play it this week. And that's why I had freaking Coke vs. Pepsi and Super Smash Bros. As my last video. Because, well, it was something different. And that's something I want to figure out. Is, I'm still figuring out the flow of this channel, what I want this channel to be. From the shop? What I want this channel to be. And you know, I want to play more than one game. You know? Like, my original loadout was to have 3 uploads a week. One on Monday, one on Wednesday, and one on Friday. The Wednesday one would be something unrelated to the Let's Play, so I don't get tired of the Let's Play being my only source of commentary and such. And, well, that didn't happen. Because, well, frankly, I'm a busy guy, you know, I have a part-time job, I have school, and what free time I do have, you know, there are certain games I want to play, and, like, how should I put this? I'm not like... YouTube, while I love doing the work, you know, I'm not getting the exact feedback I want, and that's not anybody watching this video's fault, you know. It's the fact that I get maybe 4 views a video, maybe 7 if I'm lucky. And, you know, I have a few dedicated commenters, and I really appreciate them. But... you know, otherwise it's like, it doesn't feel rewarding to do the videos. I didn't know you could punch that with Makuhita, that's the point of that? That's awesome! Okay, focusing. Pika Pika. I said focusing. So, naturally, it can be a bit draining at times, to say the least. And I know how to make my channel grow. The issue is, oh, look at me, I'm such a poor person, you know, oh, no one pays attention to my videos. I know how to make a video that will get views. You know, I know that when I post a Curse of Ganon video, I'm not expecting to get those views. You know. But to make those videos, I'd want to make them right. And simply put, I'd want to know what I'm doing. So, simply put, I haven't put the energy into it yet. And, haven't put my back into it. So, you have Pokemon Pinball. And that's going to change once I reach a consistent schedule in my life. Which might be sooner than later. I'm not going to go into details because that would take a lot of explaining. It would be rather personal. But I'll just say that until then, it's probably still going to be just Twilight Princess, Twilight Princess, Twilight Princess. But every now and then expect a break. Like Pokemon Pinball. Catching an arm. You know, little things like that. Now I can actually talk about this game. No, this was a big childhood game of mine. I know it's not the original Pokemon Pinball. You know, nothing could be the original. I've never played for the original Pokemon Pinball. I got this game at This is like one of those games where back in the day, like, you would go to GameStop and you wouldn't know what you were going to buy. I love this is so cute there, that guy. But no, you wouldn't know what you were buying. You would just go there and be like, I need a new game. And you would look around, and sometimes they wouldn't have what you wanted, and, well, when I was a kid, Pokemon Everything was just, yes, I needed absolutely Pokemon Everything. And I saw Pokemon Pinball, I'm like, oh, nice shot! Oh, that's a nice shot. This game is so cute. And so I picked up Pokemon Pinball, and I remember being addicted to this game. It's so simple. It is so simple. Evolution's been nice. Thank you, Pikachu, for the save. Yeah, no. And ever since then, I always longed to play the game again because a big part of that whole GameStop thing, that whole GameStop thing of not knowing what you were going to get. Sometimes you would do impulse buys, and to get the money, because you were a kid who didn't have a job, you would sell your old games, and I regretfully sold this game, which sucks because I love this game. So, consider this a reuniting party. So yeah, I'm not expecting much from this video right now. Again, I'm just using this video to blow off steam. I do not feel like a jerk for not uploading, because the few of you that do watch, I really appreciate it, you know. I don't want to disappoint you, you know. So, there will be inconsistencies with uploads. I want to have a perfect uploading schedule. Oh, fuck, Pikachu! No! Oh, Latios. Latios will save you. No. I want to have that, you know. But I just don't think it's in my reach yet. I don't think I'm in a place right now where I can focus on my YouTube channel as much as I'd like to, you know. I have a life. And that's not to say YouTubers don't have lives, you know. And that's not, yeah, no, it's not, because they have really complicated lives, and that's why I can't do it, is because, well, being a YouTuber is its own thing, you know, you have to have that constant quality. You get my point. Stop eating my ball, Sharpedo. I just want to evolve. I'm going to catch another freaking baby before then. I should probably be explaining what's going on the screen, because it's probably a lot to take in. Basically there's two maps, there's the Ruby and Sapphire map, and you got different Pokemon on there, and yes, evolution. And because Auron, no, you know, we're gonna get Exploud. And the whole point is to just complete the Pokédex. And that's it. And there are different ways of getting Pokemon. You can see hatching eggs, and you get different Pokemon from different boards. Eventually, there are legendary Pokemon events, where you have to do a challenge, but they'll only appear when you have a high enough score. And you get a score by evolving Pokemon, catching Pokemon, pretty much doing anything productive. Uploading the YouTube video. And to evolve a Pokemon, you have to get the 3 EX letters. Thank you, and those can be tricky if you're not a physician, which I'm not, but actually, what am I saying? I'm a masterful physician. Also, I love that this game uses the Ruby and Sapphire soundtracks and songs, because those were my, like, I played Pokemon Red and Blue, right? But Ruby and Sapphire was like, I was playing Red and Blue before I could read, You know, Ruby and Sapphire, probably my first real Pokemon game, I felt, because, oh, I've never told this story. No, I had a lot, and I mean a lot of Game Boy games as a kid. And, I had both Ruby and Sapphire, if I'm correct. And there's a beautiful Exploud right there. And I took them on an airplane, and I kept all my games in a Ziploc bag. I don't know why. It's not like we couldn't afford a nicer container. I was just satisfied with a Ziploc bag as a kid. And I left them all on an airplane. And I was really sad. Like, I weeped and weeped. And to make up for it, my mom bought me Pokemon Emerald. And ever since then, that's been like... I've beaten that game like 7 times because I'm just in love with the sound for Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Fantastic remix, by the way. But, speaking of that, we have the most frustrating Pokemon in any spin-off ever. Kecleon. It's frustrating in Mystery Dungeon, and in this game it's no different because it's freaking invisible. And you have to hit him a bunch of times. And it doesn't even count if you hit him once. He trips, and then you hit him. It is complete garbage. It's so hard to capitalize when you get freaking... Because, look, I don't know if you can tell from this footage, but I'm not a master of pinball. No matter how much I played this game as a kid. And yeah, no, I can't figure it out. I do remember there were boss exploits. You get a little boss battle, every free Pokemon you catch. And it starts with just like Kecleon, but you'll move on to legendary Pokemon eventually, which will vary from the game you play. And they're quite intense. Hopefully we'll show off Groudon here, actually. And as you can see, you have a little time limit. Come on, Kecleon. But you won't catch them, you'll just defeat them. You only catch them if you have a certain score. So you have to, like, get to the boss battle twice. Alright, this should do it. Come on. Come on, Kecleon! How many hits do you take? Yes, okay, we did it. That's a little white flag! That's adorable! I forgot about that, but yeah. No, this kind of charm is why I love this game. It's just... And I'm sure this is how people feel about the Red and Blue version. I've seen gameplay for Red and Blue version. It looks great. And again, Red and Blue is my first Pokemon games. I played for Pokemon games as they came out, you know. Like, I played Crystal when that first came out. I didn't play Gold or Silver. I played Crystal. And, but yeah, Emerald. First game I took seriously. It's a Wurmple! Oh my god, I think Wurmple's adorable. There are reasons that I met someone in my life who was obsessed with Wurmples. I'm like, why? And I actually, like, looked at Wurmple and I'm like, I understand. This is the dumbest worm that has ever existed. Alright. Jam Ball. I don't think the babies have time limits, although the babies are rather cruel and or unusual. Because, well, I mean, they're born and then you whack them with a ball until they get in it. It's not like you're ever going to see these Pokemon again. They exist solely to fill your Pokédex. It's actually really messed up when you think about it. Oh, it does have a time limit. No! Wurmple! It wasn't meant to be. I had a shiny Wurmple in my Ruby version, and then I deleted my save file because we wanted to do a new game. I didn't know what a shiny Pokemon was back then, so that's why I had a really cool Wurmple. I don't think it was rare or anything. You silly Henry. It evolved into a Dustox. And I used it a lot because I'm like, oh, it's special. Just like my shiny Noctowl and Crystal, which I also think I deleted. No, Crystal was one of the games lost on the airplane. No, I saw shiny Noctowl, and I thought it was Ash's Noctowl from the show because Ash's Noctowl was shiny. I didn't understand the concept of shiny Pokemon back then. And I thought it meant like some strange condition to get it, and that there was like pink Butterfree in the game, and all that stuff. Yeah, no. Nuzleaf's still hanging on there by a thread. I feel kind of bad now, actually. Yes! I don't know what- Oh, that upgrades my Pokeball! No, don't lose it, don't lose it. Okay. No, when you upgrade your Pokeball, it makes it easier to catch Pokemon, like they take less hits. The same goes for boss fights. But if you lose a life, I believe you get demoted by 1 rank. I'm gonna buy the Ball Saver just because I got the Pokeball upgrade. Alright. Evolve! Oh, yes. Where are we gonna evolve? We can only evolve Auron. Alright, let's go, Auron! Your evolution is beginning. Yeah, no problem this time. Watch, I'm gonna do this perfectly while Aerodactyl delivers the cute little egg and Cyndaquil pops out. It's adorable. Also, this is the champion music, like right before you face the champion, the original game. Probably one of the most underrated songs for me in Pokemon. Everybody goes on about Cynthia's piano theme, and yeah, that's epic crap. But I mean, this is just pumped, and it's in a pinball game to get an Auron to evolve. Yeah, okay. Sure, it has a lot more variants, but you know what? It's still, seeing as evolution's quite a rare event in this game, I'm gonna treat it like it's the most exciting thing ever. And look at that trick shot! Look at that beautiful trick shot! Get in there. Do it. No, Liloon! Wait, why am I a normal Pokeball again? Does it disappear over time or something? What happened? Oh, or is it after you catch a Pokemon? I don't know. I'm so confused right now. This is not Pokemon. Look, it's a Larion! Yeah, it's condemned to be mediocre until the end of the game! That's why I never used Aggron, because in Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, it's like, oh, you have to get to level 45, and by level 45, you're at, like, the Elite Four. No, we don't stand for that. We need OP Pokemon by, like, the 6th gym. Full team. That's how I like to play. Right. We're almost to a really epic boss fight, actually. And then I'll end the video when we get to that. I have one more life, so I better not mess this up. Who's that Pokemon? It's Grimer, and I already have one. You're going into the PC tonight, boy. I don't know what I meant by that. I was gonna say, looks like we're eating tonight. Like, you'll make a eating Pokemon joke, but, doesn't, you know why that wasn't going to be a joke. But here's the tension. You know exactly what time it is. It's Groudon time, let's go! I love this. Yeah, no, I'm too cowardly to fight Groudon. No, of course I'm gonna hit that A button. This was like the most terrifying thing as a kid. Like, so nerve-wracking. This was like up there with, crap. This was up there with, encountering the legendary beasts in Gold and Silver for the first time without even knowing they were in the planet. Stop it, Groudon. We're gonna catch you with a regular Pokeball. Like, listen to, like, the music, the arena. Like, look how freaking creative this is for a freaking pinball game. Like, I love it. Flames up, flames out. Yeah, no, there's a way to cheese it. You can get the ball stuck behind Groudon and just win it instantly. And I'm not making any promises where I'm going to go for that or not. That's great. Honestly, I miss Pokemon spin-offs like this. Like, we don't get any real new Pokemon spin-offs these days. I'm sure we're getting Detective Pikachu soon, which is pretty cool. But I mean, like, you know, like, I remember there used to be a time where you couldn't go, like, a week without hearing about a new Pokemon spin-off. There was Trowsy, there was Ranger, there was Rumble. I think Rumble's the most recent one. And yeah, no, nowadays it's just, you don't see it anymore. Direct hit. Oh, we can do that now when it... Okay, cool, we got that. This is a Pokemon game. I'm not going to swear. It's not like I said I dropped the F-bomb. How many times in this video? Yeah, that number. There, that's it. And now Groudon backs off because he knows his place. We did it. We won. It's a lot more intense than it looked. Alright? But I don't know. I love the presentation of this game. Okay, Groudon, how long is this joke gonna go? Alright, there, we did it. No, and then I think you do another Kecleon game, then you rematch Groudon, and then you catch Groudon, and then the game after that is Rayquaza, which is like, I never beat Rayquaza as a kid. But, no, that's gonna be it for Pokemon Pinball. I just needed this as a little break video, and, I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got the gist of the channel updates, and, yeah. I hope you all have a nice weekend, and I'll see you guys next time.
Psyduck uses a mysterious power. When it does so, this Pokemon generates brainwaves that are supposedly only seen in sleepers. This discovery spurned controversy among scholars. You heard it here first, folks. Psyduck causes controversy among scholars.